Now, UP Minister Siddharth Nath has slammed Rahul Gandhi for announcing his visit to riot hit Saharanpur. Remember, the Congress Vice President was due to visit Saharanpur tomorrow, where there have been clashes between Dalit community and Rajput community. For now, the UP cops have denied him any permission. Congress, though, remains adamant. Take a listen.
सहारनपुर की जो सिचुएशन है उसमें वहाँ पे जनता भड़की है। अब कोई वहाँ पे जाके हमें शांति लेकर आनी और पिछले 24 घंटे में शांति है। अब कोई नेता जाए और वहाँ पे भड़काऊ भाषण दे या कोई ऐसी चीज़ हो जिससे वहाँ पे सिचुएशन आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल होती जाए, तो वो उसके लिए प्रशासन जो है उसका अपना निर्णय लेना होता है और हमें उसके अंदर कोई राजनीतिक दखल अंदाजी नहीं करनी चाहिए। और राहुल गांधी जी को इन चीज़ों का ध्यान देना चाहिए। राहुल गांधी जी को एक पॉलिटिकल टूरिज्म करने की आदत है और फोटो ऑप करने की आदत है, वो हम लोग इस सरकार में उनको देने वाले नहीं।
My colleague Maushmi joining us. So Maushmi, rules being set by the BJP government that political photo ops, which were perhaps allowed in the SP government, will not be allowed under Yogi Raj.
Well, I think the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh has little face to say that after the Saharanpur riots. And first of all, Siddharth Nath Singh should answer why the local Saharanpur MP from the BJP was allowed a free hand even as the riots were erupting in Saharanpur. Mr. Lakhanpal was doing the rounds everywhere and the administration didn't come hard upon him. And when Rahul Gandhi wants to visit Saharanpur, Siddharth Nath Singh is hitting out at him, saying that he wants to do political tourism. But the real question really is that does the BJP government also have to look within when it's pointing fingers at the other opposition parties? Because the BJP has to remember that it's no more in the opposition, it is in governance, and it cannot actually just shift the blame entirely on the previous governments. It has to take stock of the situation and accept that there has been a grave error in Saharanpur, and they have to make amends for that.
But Maushmi, here is the point. What will the Congress party achieve with Rahul Gandhi's presence on the ground? And isn't it true that there would be a sensitive situation at the moment? Already you have the Uttar Pradesh Police Administration, you have the ADG who has gone and interacted with the two communities. And at this sensitive time, politicians themselves should abstain from any kind of brownie point scoring.
Absolutely, Devna. Rahul Gandhi would not achieve anything. In fact, he hasn't achieved anything so far if you look at his past performances. So he would only achieve political mileage. Siddharth Nath Singh was bang on target when he said he was going for political tourism, and so did Mayawati, after which the situation just spiraled out of control. So the administration also realizing that they have made errors. They allowed Mayawati to hold a congregation, and therefore learning from its past mistakes, the administration has rightly denied the permission for Rahul Gandhi to actually visit the tension site. But clearly, this is a game of one-upmanship where the Congress, the BSP and the BJP also jumping in the bandwagon to actually score brownie points. But here comes the fact that BJP is in governance. It has to exercise greater sense of responsibility as far as this entire matter is concerned, and exercise greater restrain its local MPs and MLAs from actually aggravating the situation.
Absolutely, Maushmi. But here's also another politics that one needs to point out, and it's a story that you reported on as well. The rise of the Bhim Sena in the area. And even as the UP police is advocating there shouldn't be any politicking around the clashes that have happened, it is shocking to say the least that the UP government police does not mention the Bhim Sena activities in its report to the MHA from the area.
That's right. The Bhim Sena is one bone of contention. One has many question marks over the recent activities of the Bhim Sena, the recent resurgence of the Bhim Sena, and whether it was getting tacit support from other political parties. That's one angle that the investigation agencies are exploring, are investigating. The other point is the huge amount of fund transfer that the Bhim party has, Bhim Sena actually has got in the recent months. That's after an escalation of tension in Saharanpur. Now that's a matter of grave concern, and the investigation agencies are looking at social media as well, which is being used as a great tool to spread rumor mongering, and other hate messages that have been actually spread wide and large through the social media. Even as the social media has been blocked on the 25th of May, Devana, it is true that it was allowed to run rampage for so many weeks without any curtailing of the social media.
Let's take this question, Maushmi, to the Congress
have
then.
Happened and escalated to such proportions.
Okay, let's take this question to the Congress then, which was in an alliance with the Samajwadi Party to fight elections this time round. Congress Vice President wants to visit Saharanpur. UP police saying no. Brajesh Kalappa, your response on it?
Of course, it's politics which is being played out. If a national leader like Rahul Gandhi, who also represents UP, wishes to visit the victims and express solidarity with them, I don't think there should be any problem. He's not somebody who is going to create any trouble for anybody. He just wants
who's
to go
playing politics here? Who is playing politics here? The clashes have erupted earlier this month. It's been almost 20 days. Rahul Gandhi suddenly deciding to visit the area where already there's a sensitive situation. Shouldn't politicians across the party lines be more aware of it?
No, if he's going after 20 days, is it not reason to assume that he's not going there to do politics? He's going
UP
there
police focus on his security and bandobast rather than providing security to the citizens on the ground. And here you have UP police ADG going there, speaking to the communities. They are doing what needs to be done. No more leaders are required for their political photo opportunities.
Madam, as you know, for Rahul Gandhi, who is an SPG protectee, there is no requirement for any local police to be there, right? The first thing is that he has his own security. The local police are not required to provide him any security. He's going there a full 20 days after the event. So what does it signify that he has gone there now only to assuage the feelings of the people there? There are constant calls to him, calls to his office that please come and look us up. There have been so many victims who have been hurt by this. Then can he say, no, I don't go because the UP police is going to be hurt, because the UP government doesn't like me? Is he supposed to say that after 20 days?
No, but if there's an advisory from the Uttar Pradesh police, if there's an advisory from the Uttar Pradesh police saying that we do not want politicians here, let us handle the matter. It's still sensitive between the cocktail of caste that we've seen in the state. Let us handle the matter. Why are politicians jumping in? Why is Rahul Gandhi suddenly deciding to go and visit Saharanpur at a time where UP police itself has said, no need to do that right now. Let us cool off the sentiments. What is the fact that Rahul Gandhi wants to achieve with this political photo op?
So the first thing is that UP police is not an independent agency. It works under the Uttar Pradesh government, and the Uttar Pradesh government is headed by the BJP. So this is what I think you've missed this basic point, that these advisories are given on the basis of what advice the UP government is telling the Uttar Pradesh police. So there's no question of the Uttar Pradesh doing it of their own common sense. One. Two, Rahul Gandhi is going there after 20 days. If 20 days are not good enough for the Uttar Pradesh police, who have been seeing that, their own policemen are getting beaten up by BJP hordes. Now, when this is the case, they are not able to control the situation. At least the least they can do is say that, look, we are inept. We are not confronting the situation. A senior IAS officer is found dead there. People are not safe in Uttar Pradesh.
So what is Rahul Gandhi's visit going to achieve? Mr. Kalappa, what is Rahul Gandhi hoping to achieve from this visit? You've said obviously the UP government and UP police are trying their best to control the situation. State police is under the state government except in the union territories. That much I know. But the fact is that what is Rahul Gandhi going to achieve by going there?
Madam, we don't do politics to achieve anything.
If this is not political tourism, then what is it?
No. I don't know if you understand politics in the country. Politics is, one person can't be in every place, right? Every person has to have a solidarity with another human being and to say that look, you have faced pain and struggle. I feel the same pain and struggle. So this is the basic element of human interaction. And this is what Rahul Gandhi is going to do.
A touch of humanity coming from Congress Vice President Nupur Sharma of the BJP is joining us. Nupur, this is what Brajesh Kalappa has said. Rahul Gandhi wants to go and share the pain of the people, and he's accused the BJP government of the state in trying to trying to clamp down on Rahul Gandhi's visit, saying that UP police is being arm twisted by the government of the day in the state to issue an advisory that politicians should not enter the place where it's already a sensitive matter.
As on date, the only person who seems not to understand politics is Mr. Rahul Gandhi. The last time Mr. Rahul Gandhi visited Saharanpur was actually not to condemn but support somebody like Imran Boti Masood, who was in the news for all the wrong reasons, for giving out an open threat during Lok Sabha 2014 elections that if Mr. Narendra Modi sets foot in Saharanpur, मैं उसकी बोटी कर दूंगा. Mr. Kalappa may want to actually clarify why Mr. Imran Masood still is an office bearer in the Congress party. Secondly, the last time Ms. Mayawati visited Saharanpur, that led to another clash and death and violent injuries to the people of Saharanpur. Everybody knows that one Sena is perhaps headed by Sapa goons, Samajwadi Party goons, and the other Sena is headed by Mayawati's goons. The reality is the opposition is scrambling and to the last, holding on to the last straw for any kind of opposition that they may be able to create to the NDA and the BJP in power. Because they have no political vajood. Since Mr. Kalappa thinks only he understands politics, there is no political vajood of any other politician that he has named, and especially Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And of course, I agree with you, this is political tourism. Is he going there to fan yet another communal clash? A caste-based clash? Because that's exactly what Mr. Gandhi does. Why did he go to Pune? Why did he go to Hyderabad? Let's not forget,
Absolutely.
He also went to JNU.
Brijesh Kalappa, your turn to respond. Your turn to respond. Political tourism is a charge on the Congress Vice President, always at the spot where he is seen, be it in Hyderabad, be it in Pune, be it earlier as well. We've seen Rahul Gandhi raking up the sentiments of the day, headlines of the day, political photo op of the day, and it is a scoot and shoot politics. As another BJP leader had pointed at first, you go into a situation which is already tense, do your photo op and then scoot from there, not to be heard of again.
Madam, see, as far as the media is concerned, I don't know why you're taking sides, because you're totally speaking exactly what the BJP spokesperson said. And I'm
stating facts, I'm not taking sides, I'm stating facts.
No, but I'm stating facts also. There's a way of stating facts. But anyway, that's your kind of journalism. I leave it to you. But as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, I would only like to say this. I'd like to reiterate 2 points. That he's going after a full 20 days after the event has occurred. This is the first point. And that point means that he has not gone there to do politics.
No, but at a time when UP government...
Will you please allow me to complete my one sentence, madam?
I just want to say, Mr. Kalappa, because I've heard this again and again. I've heard your response, Mr. Kalappa. I've heard your response, Mr. Kalappa. You seem to be repeating the same point. I know your brand of politics as well. I just want to point out this, very humbly, sir. I just want to point out one... Sir, I just want to point this out. What is... No, hold on.
What is... Political tourism 9 times.
Mr. Kalappa, what is it... Mr. Kalappa, calm down. Mr. Kalappa, calm down. I just want to point out one fact, sir. When the UP police is saying that no politician should enter the area, what is the Congress's next step going to be? Are you ready to flout the advisory given by the UP police for your brand of politics?
See, the first thing I'd like to tell you is that UP police has flopped miserably. They're not able to see to it that even people who go hand in hand to a public park are safe. So this is the condition of the UP police. The UP police are being attacked on a daily basis. People are coming and humiliating them to their faces. People are not able to, see how the UP police are working because vigilantes are running in Uttar Pradesh. This is the condition of the UP police. And if that UP police is telling us that, look, Mr. Rahul Gandhi going there to Saharanpur is going to create a problem, it only means the UP police is totally inept. It's totally incapable of dealing with the situation. And this is compounded by the fact that the Uttar Pradesh government itself is totally inept. They have no experience in dealing with these situations. That because 20 days is long enough,
so are
madam,
you ready?
To deal with the situation.
Is the Congress ready? Okay, is the Congress ready to risk lives of the community leaders there? You've said that UP police is ineffective. If they have said, give us time, let us soothe the tensions in the area, is the Congress ready to risk the lives of the community leaders for their own top leadership who's just woken up after numerous messages, as you've said, to the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi's absence and silence so far on this issue?
See, again, the tenor of your question means that you're actually speaking Nupur Sharma's language, which Nupur Sharma need not have come. You could have just said that, look, I'm speaking on behalf of the BJP.
You know all journalism, everybody else is a fool. I'm sorry to say, what is Mr. Rahul Gandhi going to achieve by going to Saharanpur? You've not answered my question. What did he achieve by supporting Imran Boti Masood in 2014 when Saharanpur was on brink in Lok Sabha 2014 elections? You haven't answered that.
Madam, one minute. Can I answer that question?
1 minute.
Can I answer that question?
Mr. Kalapa, you can go ahead if you answer the questions instead of deflecting them.
What is
No, the first thing is,
Don't deflect the questions, answer them because it's your top leadership who's been silent. On this entire issue till now, Rahul Gandhi has not spoken one word. He's been silent till now. And suddenly he says that I want to go and visit Saharanpur in spite of the security advisory, risking the lives of community leaders, and that needs to be questioned because that's the kind of politics that needs to be questioned. It's not about any other party or a particular party. It's about the politicians who use the situation for their own political benefits that needs to stop. This kind of photo opportunity, at least the media outlets won't be providing, and we will be questioning the Congress Vice President's move. Thanks for joining us, Brajesh Kalapa. Nupur Sharma.